Welcome to the home of the BYU Cougars in LaVell Edwards Stadium in Provo, Utah. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Michigan State Spartans, taking on a team from the Big 12, the BYU Cougars. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Spartans will kick it away to start us off. Out of the end zone. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Cougars offense will get first crack at it today. We'll keep a close eye on the play calling and just how diligent they are in getting the tight end involved, Jesse. It just didn't work last week.
Yeah, there's no question that this coaching staff, they know the offense basically goes as their big tight end goes. And that's why they lost their last game out. They didn't get him the ball enough. And that was a huge problem. So, David, big priority, number one for this offense in this one, get him as many touches, as many ways as you can.
Yeah, feed the big fella, the big target, the chain mover, the red zone area, but just, you don't have to be as accurate. I think that's the thing that's nice. When you're throwing to a big tight end over the middle of the field, like, he'll catch it and still get hit. It's not that big of a deal, so we got to use the big fella.
He'll pull it down and run. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there.
Quarterbacks have a hard job. They got to drop back and try to see the whole field and then see the rush coming to him. But you can tell he did a really good job scrambling outside the pocket, improvising, making the play with his feet, and then getting the first down.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
The option look. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Cougars are marching down the field. He might want another play. Jackson will throw. Moving out of the pocket. Running to Green. He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play. Let's talk just for a second about BYU. Every team needs those big dudes up front, and man, they got a mauler from the high school recruiting ranks. Big four-star D-lineman. David, what's his adjustment going to be like?
Well, you see the excitement from the fan base and the reaction. It's all over the place, and you understand why. Because just being able to have that size at that position, play the defensive line, is so important for these college teams. He'll fit right in.
Knocked down at the 29 after a pickup of 4.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
Able to pick up a couple down to the 27. They'll come to the line for the 8th snap on this opening drive, facing a 3rd and short. The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18.
This opening drive has been all offense. Really good job, nice scripted plays, taking advantage, strung together a nice series. But here's all that matters for defense. We don't even care about yards anymore. Can I keep him out of the end zone? Great job right here. Step up, get a stop, force him either to kick a field goal or get no points, and this drive is still a success.
The lost yardage leaves them with 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Here comes the heat. Here comes the rush, and they've got it wrapped up at the 28. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And the deflection by the defense brings up 4th down. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. He's going to try to punch one through from 45 yards away. Dead center perfect. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So Michigan State's offense will go to work for the first time. And Jesse, this offense is built around a guy who could be a generational talent at wide receiver.
This offense is explosive because of that guy. He can take routine catches and turn them into long touchdowns. He can take the top off of a defense. They're going to throw his way early and often in this game, David.
And I can tell you already, the defensive coordinator is not enjoying his life. Like, every single play, you better know where he is. He can wreck a game in one play, can hit the home run at any time. All eyes will be on him.
To the air, it's Childs. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
And it's hard to imagine starting a game any better than this defense has. 2 sacks on the opening drive of the game. Something that they pride themselves on. If they get you in these types of situations, they can pin their ears back and get after you. They've got multiple guys that can be a factor when it comes to rushing the quarterback. You're seeing that very early here in this game.
And before they can kick it, the receiving team's going to call a timeout.
Timeout, BYU.
And the Spartans line up to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Gets the first one of the day out of there, and we saw a lot of him in that loss last week, 4 times to be exact. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. Sends it back in motion. Looking downfield on first down. On the run, fires downfield. Oh, he can't hang on to the football. A big play sitting right there for the taking, and they can't get it done early in this one. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. He'll ride his man on the option. Rides the back on the option to give. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. The Cougars, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Off play action on first down. Looking for space to the left. Quick strike complete. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. BYU has this offense clicking. Here comes the option. He'll pitch it. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Trying to find the end zone. Touchdown, Cougars. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10.
And I love the decision by the quarterback, finding his playmaker, getting him the football quickly so that he can make something happen after the play and get 6.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. To throw, it's Childs. Throws to the wideout. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
Well, the offense is trying to get aggressive. They're trying to hit the corner route, but just better coverage on the back end by the defense, knocking that one away.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Parachek. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Fires to the big fella. Turning it on. Oh, he got loose. They finally get him on the ground, but that's the kind of play that will carry momentum into the 2nd quarter. We've reached the break. BYU is on top, and they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. So first down here as they go back to work. On the run, it's Ray. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Defense is about seeing it and pulling the trigger, and you can tell they pull the trigger so fast, get to the back, get him on the ground quickly.
Wants to fire on second down. Got it set up on the outside. Oh, what a move. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike.
You get the completion, and now you set up a manageable third down situation in the red zone. This is a huge down in distance in this game.
Looking for the score. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be fourth down.
And this is the part of the field, man, you really got to have a plan because these windows get smaller and you're trying to fit that ball into the end zone. It's difficult to do. Quarterback, receivers, they got to be on the same page.
They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
And how about the defense coming up big on 4th and short? You know they're going to run the football. Great job stacking the box, getting the big stop.
Can't get him to the ground.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Motion from the back. He'll pull it down. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats, but when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
On the option, the pitch. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Off the play fake. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Might be changing the route. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Got the back over the middle. Tackle is made at the 30-yard line, and it'll be 4th down. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Complete and looking for enough for the first down. Across the 40 out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move. This BYU offense set up with another first down. He's going to run it. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits.
Yeah, he does a really good job being decisive, getting downhill, being a great runner. And guess what? You know how easy offense is when you get me at 2nd and short, 2nd and medium? Everything in the playbook is open to you.
Well, they needed 2 yards for that first down. The running back doing just enough to make sure he keeps this drive alive.
Catch in the middle, it's Hagan. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. BYU coming to the line with 1st and 10. Jackson gonna throw it. He rifles one deep down the right side. Touchdown, BYU! Haul that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Off the bootleg to buy a little space. That's caught. It's Ray. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. The Spartans come to the line in the hurry-up. The play action fake. Fires to the middle. Got his man. Right down the gut of the field. Past the 10. Touchdown, Sparty. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. And they've found no answer so far. Already to the end zone twice, tacked on a field goal, and now back for more. Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. Rolling right and going deep. Fires and picked off.
And you wonder if that interception is going to bring this guy back down to reality a little bit. He was lights out early in this game. Everything he was throwing was right on the money, and that might have been a decision where he got a little bit greedy. And David,
fires one high and deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. So now it's 2nd and long. Dropping back, it's Child. Strong pass rush, gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. The defense uses their 2nd timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. That's reeled in, it's Parachek. Oh, he's got some space. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32. On 1st down, here comes this offense. Wants to throw on 1st down. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. Looking down the middle. Got him downfield. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Spartans.
Man, I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the 1st play.
no, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Delay of game. Offense.
So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that.
6 remain.
Jackson will throw. Gets it to him on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. The Cougars with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Pressure coming, finding open areas. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
He does a really good job here. You want to get a huge play. You got to push the ball down the field. You need a bunch of yards. But wait a minute. Now he can just tuck it, scramble, go get you a bunch of yards. Now put you in a great 3rd down situation. Real heads-up play by the quarterback.
The defense burns their 3rd and final timeout of the half.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Like, they understand it's third down. They understand the situation. They drop back. And I love the defensive back with vision on the quarterback. He sees it, right? He takes off the scramble. He's like, no. You're not getting this first down. Nice job coming up, making the tackle, and forcing the fourth down.
To the air on first down. Now adjusting. Under heat, and he gets rid of it. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. On second down, he'll try to make the connection this time. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And to use that big, powerful stiff arm to extend the play and pick up a few extra yards. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. He's looking to throw on third and short. Starting to feel a little pressure. He's going to fire to the left. He holds it in, and nobody's close. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, looks like we've got a great atmosphere today in Provo.
And the Cougars will line up to kick off and start the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Trying to set the tone with the run. Picks his way ahead, pick up a 3, and gets it to the 20-yard line.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Fires to the wideout. It's complete. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Looking for space. It's Ray. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. And the Spartans are rolling down the field. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Did everything he could to discard the tacklers, but he was just able to get back to where he started. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, it's Childs. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
Man, this poor quarterback, he's got no time. You got to protect your quarterback. You got to find different ways to do it. Sometimes it's not working with 4 wide receivers. Maybe you bring in a couple tight ends, go max protection, more guys blocking, less guys in routes, but you got to find something to have success.
He'll be brought down at the 46, and he is well short of that first down marker. 4th down coming. The Spartans will line up to punt it away. That last howitzer was nice. How about another one just like it? Probably hope for a little bit more on that one. It'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. Trying to turn the corner on the left. Gets it past the marker. Finally stopped at the 46 after a 15-yard gain.
This play works for one reason. You toss the ball quickly to the left. Receivers have to block. Once that running back gets on the perimeter, you're going nowhere if those receivers aren't committed to getting on those DBs, locking on them, running their feet. That's not their first priority. I know they're going to catch the ball more than they're going to block. Nice job blocking on that toss.
And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
Just really solid play by this offense. Nice job. Whatever the defense gives you the option, they're trying to make you wrong. The problem is, defensively, you got so much to cover. Nice chunk gain. Just remember, that quarterback can also stick his foot in the ground, get north-south, and make plays too.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
BYU with the 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. It's complete to the right. He stopped at the 32, picks up 10 on the play and gets the first down.
I love when you sell the run like that quarterback did right there. Stuck it in the belly of the running back, pulls it out, runs the play action. Great job of confusing the defense a little bit, making them honor the run, and then throwing the ball in the lanes right behind him.
And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Give to the running back. They pull him down after a 4-yard gain down to the 24.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical and they're trying to stay on the field.
He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
Offense facing 4th down.
On 4th down, trying to find his man. He's got him. He gets it inside the 20 and out of bounds at the 17. From the 17-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They'll run the option. Now the pitch. They get him on the ground, but not before he drives it to the 10-yard line.
This offense is just like Novocaine. Like, just give it time. It just keeps working. It's a slow death, right? Like, they continue to just chip away. Nice 1st down play. Nice read. Get it to the pitch man. Sets up a great 2nd down opportunity.
That's the end of the quarter, and BYU is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. They'll try to power their way ahead. He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. Has to get there to move the sticks. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you can get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. So this offense has the lead, they have the ball, they have the clock on their side, and a chance perhaps to put it out of reach. A 1st down run in the red zone. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Cougar!
And man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the 4th quarter, everything going in their direction.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. He leaves it with his back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game.
3rd down coming up, and the Cougar faithful are doing everything they can to help out this team. Can't make the play on the interception, and man, they were looking for their first pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 4th down. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Big man has it. It's a 1st down and more. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
And this offense is going to have to come up clutch, man. Like, late in the football game, you are trailing. This is why you get paid the big bucks. This is why the quarterback is the glamour position. Like, you've got to trust him. He's got to come through. They got to put a few drives together here to get back in this football game.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. On play action. Grabbed over the middle. It's Parachek. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. And the Spartans line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Looking downfield, it's Childs. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Trying to buy a little time, and he cannot, but he does get it back closer to the line of scrimmage.
You can just see the excitement this defense has every play. They're almost wishing this quarterback drops back to throw because they know they're going to get home to him. That's the 6th time they've registered a sack.
On 4th down, looking to pass. The incomplete pass makes this series end in frustration as they turn it over on downs. Great place to start for this offense. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. Knocked down at the 35 after a pickup of 3.
Late in football games, I have a plan. I want to run the football. I want to put my quarterback in great situations if I do throw it. Low risk, keep that clock moving, get a few 1st downs. And if I get a few 1st downs with that clock moving, I get the W and get out of here.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
Now on the option. He'll pitch it. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense.
And I like what this offense did. They run the option. They're good at it. They read it. They run the pitch. They get some positive yards. But more importantly, they set up a 4th and really short. They're successful in these situations most of the time.
Trying to keep the drive alive. How about that defense? Raising up and stopping him short on 4th down.
It's a turnover on downs.
Complete to start this drive. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. The Spartans racing to the line in the hurry-up.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch to these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been dialed in, and the big play has been a non-issue.
This offensive line trying anything to protect the quarterback at this point. Nothing's working, and they'll back up after the holding penalty. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Looking for a man. It's Childs. Makes the grab. Oh, there might have been trouble if they had knocked him down so quickly. And the Spartans need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He hurls one deep down the left side. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down.
I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the 4th quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
Makes a catch, converts on 4th down, is still on his feet. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. Going up top again. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. interception. No, don't stop there. Turn it into a score.
Make a big play and don't be content. That's right. Go out and make an even bigger play, and he does it. He makes the pick and then takes it all the way back to the house. Looked like a wide receiver, for goodness sakes. Turned on the Jets, making the big play.
Lining up for the PAT. And that extra point is a big one as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the fourth. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Back to throw, it's Childs. Unloads to the wideout. It's caught downfield. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab, it's Higgins.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk.
Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. The offense will quickly use a timeout.
And this defense has done such a great job. Another sack on the day. They forced an interception. They've been flying all over the field playing great defense.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Grabbed in the middle. It's Marsh. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. He's got the back in the middle. It's a running room. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Michigan State.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move.
And we've seen this several times now. Like, he is more than willing to take off and make plays. And you can tell the defense is starting to adjust a little bit. They see it. They know it's a pass, but they had eyeballs on him. And as soon as he took off, they ran to him, and they made sure they got him on the ground.
A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. The Cougars come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Jackson gonna throw it. Under fire. Makes the grab. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Timeout called by the offense, 24 seconds left on the clock. Now here on second down, see if they keep tossing it around. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. To the air on second down. Throws toward the end zone. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense, pressuring the quarterback.
Finds his tight end. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. The offense gets the timeout. 12 ticks left on the clock. Dialed up it's a fake. The kicker wants to throw it. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. And the gamble pays off as they pick up the first down. Timeout on the field and 4 ticks left to go. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Cougars. They've built a comfortable lead and trying to hang on for a Week 13 victory.
Some would say run out the clock. Some would say I don't need to add points. But here's the thing. It's your job to stop them on defense. Now, listen, the handshakes, they might get a little bit interesting after this game, but the offense did their job.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner will be brought down. All business today for this ball club. They come out and they get the win.
And that's all that matters. It's not always pretty.